let's watch this here. Compton gets behind the freight train and goes on into the end zone. Welcome to the Big Clay Coaches Show, coming to you live. Well, it will be live from Walk-Ons here in Trussville, Alabama. This has been one of those weeks for me with technology. I don't get it. Sometimes you just have one, and sometimes you don't. How you doing, Coach?
Doing good.
To my left right here is head coach Stuart Floyd, and it's really been a great season thus far. And obviously got a lot to look forward to. We're going to start off real quick by kind of recapping the region because, we're kind of getting close to that spot there. So, going back and looking at the region as it stands right now, Clay, Talkville, and Oxford obviously undefeated. Oxford has clinched a playoff spot based on the mathematics. They still have us, outside of that based on mathematics, but I think we all know how that's going to work out. Mountain Brook holding down the third spot, Pell City holding down the fourth spot right now. Shades Valley, Pinson Valley, and Huffman are all outside of that. Mountain Brook defeated Pinson Valley 47-30. Pell City defeated Shades Valley 34-20. And of course, our score, it was 66-12 with Oxford having the bye week. And, with that being said, Coach, how did you feel about that Huffman game on Friday?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. We scored, on all three phases. Obviously scoring on offense, had a big turnover for a touchdown on defense in the first drive, and then, obviously returning a punt for a touchdown. It was good.
And as things shake out, was there anything in that game? I mean, obviously 66-12. Most people would say, fantastic, but there's always room to grow, always room to learn, even in the biggest of games. Some people quote, Nick Saban saying, "Is the man ever happy?" But he was always had that kind of work ethic. You always struck me as that we can have a great night, but there's always things to find and improve on even inside of greatness.
Yeah, I think obviously defensively their quarterback had 2 big runs for touchdowns, and he obviously he's a really good athlete, but just those kind of explosive plays, giving up those, and then offensively for us they kind of came out in something different than what they've done all year, which is, not that unexpected. But you got to kind of readjust on the fly. And so there were, a couple of blitz pickup issues that we had early on the game. And obviously, turning the ball over, early in the game, quarterback put it on the ground, just trying to, avoid some pressure. Those are the major takeaways.
Yeah, and another thing, with games like that is the younger guys get a chance to step up and get an opportunity to play. What really stood out to you about our younger players as they had an opportunity to get on the field?
Yeah, I mean, they get after it. Practice, watching the scout team both sides, they're very competitive. So, our scout team on both sides will have good plays against, the 1D, one offense. And so it's just fun to watch them get in there and play.
Yeah, I believe one of them got a chance to score. I think we may be talking to him a little bit later.
Yeah, we weren't really trying to score. We were trying to run the clock out. He had a big long run, had a penalty, where we're going to run the clock out right there, and then we basically ran the same play right after that, and, I think he had a 60 or 70-yard touchdown after that. So, you want to, when those young guys get in there, you want to see them play too.
Absolutely, because and that's great experience going into the playoffs. obviously we've really been fortunate this year. We pretty much managed to stay healthy, it looks like. But you always want your younger guys to be able, because you never know.
No.
You never know. And I know you share that message with them.
Yeah.
Hey, next man up, you might be to get the call. You got to be ready for that. And speaking of that, the playoff outlook. Of course, we went through the region recap. And right now, as it sits from 6AR6, you're looking at, Oxford, Clay, Mountain Brook, and Pell City. From our region, but obviously around the state, a lot of good teams. A lot of things still, need to settle as far as the dust, as the rest of the season goes on. How do you feel as we get into this part of the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want, being healthy is a big part of this. When you get into the playoffs, you want to be full strength. And you really want to be kind of hitting all strides, both offensively and defensively, of just what your identity is. And, things, offensively and defensively, you can kind of morph into some different things throughout the season. And so, getting different personnel groups for us on offensively, we've been kind of experimenting with a lot of different groups. And so just kind of finding out, what are we really, really good at, when the game's on the line.
And speaking of being really, really good, I want to bring up a little factoid for the fans out there and for your defensive players as well. I know, after the game, they were a little bit sore giving up the 12 points, but, that's you get up and you learn from it.
Well, that saved me about $300, so I was, Krispy Kreme donuts.
But just as a factoid, this year's defense has actually allowed fewer points at this juncture of the season than last year's defense.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
So I don't know if they
obviously the
that.
Thompson game that we gave up, 20-something, 30 points maybe. And so, that was a big difference in those two games right there.
Yeah, but I noticed that, when looking at, at the teams and everything else, and I think that's a feather in their cap. They're upset, but keep doing what you're doing, defense. You're doing great. We're getting ready to talk to some of the players here in just a few moments. But how's their energy been this season as we've come in, being 7-0, to kind of put a bow tie on this. How's their energy been to this point? You had two really tough games, and take nothing away from Huffman. They are not the same Huffman from last year by a long shot. So how is their energy and keeping them focused throughout the rest of the season?
I don't think that's a problem. Just because a lot of these games, there's something on the line for them. They're not meaningless games. This game this week obviously is for a lot of things, a lot of our goals that we're trying to reach. And so, I think our kids, they know. Like, they know when, hey, there's a pretty good chance if we don't play well, we cannot win that game. So I think there's just a little bit tighter focus on those type games, it seems like.
Gotcha. Well, fans, we're going to be right back with the Big Clay Coaches Show with our Carroll Pharmacy Players of the Week and interview sessions. We'll be back in just a few. We'll see you then.
Walk-Ons is just different, and it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand-cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block, hand-peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp, hand-carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys, and hand-slicing, then tossing our boneless wings in our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the Walk-On's way.
Creative Entertainment is a full entertainment company providing DJs, photo booths, live bands, 360 booths, cold spark, special effects, and so much more. We are so honored to be partnered with Clay Chalkville High School as their entertainment sponsor for this year. We would love to be a part of your next event, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, private party, you name it. Our information's here below. Please click the website or give us a call. We look forward to being a part of your next event.
When you're blessed with a God-given talent, by golly gee willikers, you use it. Introducing the new stick-style burgers from Milo's.
Everybody goes to Milo's.
And number 9, Jacarlos Hunter, making quick work on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that's an SNS Cleaning touchdown for the Fry pump fakes the throw, gets rid of it. Woods breaks the tackle, and he's going to have an SNS Cleaning touchdown for the and it is good. So Del Toro will add 3 for the Cougars. And this time, Kendall will get into the end zone. That's another SNS Cleaning touchdown for the All right, welcome back to the Big Clay Coaches Show, live from Walk-Ons here in Trussville, Alabama, located right here off of Highway 11. We want to give big ups to Landon. The GM, he's been a great sponsor of ours, great help with all that we're trying to accomplish here in the Big Clay family. And speaking of Big Clay family, I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars, and it is my privilege to have next to me our Carroll Pharmacy Defensive Player of the Week, Jacarlos Hunter. Jacarlos, welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you.
Well, you got to speak up.
I got you.
Now, I'm let's go run through some stats real quick. Let's see, 5 tackles, an assist, 2 sacks. So you got 2 bags, pass block, 2 forced fumbles. You had a busy night. You were putting in that work. With all of that, tell me a little bit about your game prep and getting ready to get all of this performance.
I listen to Youngboy before the game. He get me turned up sometimes, stuff like that.
See, listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say you listened to?
NBA Youngboy.
NBA Youngboy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look, I'm down.
That's what I listen to
down.
also.
I'm down with NBA Youngboy.
Oh, y'all don't think I listen to that? I do.
No.
Yes, I do.
No.
You don't know what I listen to in my office?
Hey, don't worry, Carlos. I got questions too.
Mm-hmm.
So so you game prep, you listen to the music, you get yourself energized, you get yourself hyped up, to get in that zone.
Yes, sir.
And is that like that in the weight room? Putting them buds in and just getting lit and getting focused.
Yes, sir.
That's really nice. So, what is your favorite play to make?
Interceptions.
Interceptions?
Yes, sir.
What do you like about it?
I get the ball in my hand, so like I get to take the ball and go score a touchdown.
You looking forward to getting the pick six?
Yes, sir.
For some reason, I'm expecting to see that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm expecting to see that. So, Coach Hill, I know he works with you all. So how does he help you? How does he influence you in preparing for the game?
You know, he a good coach. You know, he always on me when I'm doing wrong, but he always help me prepare my craft too at the same time. So like, yeah, that's it.
And who gets in trouble the most in your group? There's an easy answer. I know who it is.
Nakari.
Yeah.
I think that's the third time he's been called out on this show.
Yeah.
Nakari.
Well, it's a special group because you got him, you got Nakarius, and we got Keith in that group.
Yeah, Keith too.
And so it's a special group. It's wearing on Coach Hill this year.
But it sounds to me like y'all putting in that work on the field.
Yes.
And do you have a favorite pro football player that influences you?
Deion Sanders.
Who's that?
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
Yes, sir.
You know, he cut off half the field. They wouldn't even throw his way, look his way, or sometimes not even talk his way. So if that's your inspiration, I'll buy that all day, every day. Now I got a question for you, since he wants to put people on the spot. What's Coach Floyd like? Don't worry, I got your back.
Yeah, what's he like?
He bipolar sometimes.
Bipolar?
He bipolar sometimes.
What do you mean?
Like 1 minute he on us, and 1 minute he just, 1 minute he on us, then 1 minute he just all cool with us, so like that. Like,
yeah. What I think he was trying to say is, like, I'm pretty chill most of the time, and then when they do something wrong, then I lose my mind. I think that's what you meant. They just, I think they call that. I think they call that coaching. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, fans, we got a great group of players, and we have a really special guy here in Jacarlos Hunter. Let's give him a big round of applause. He put in yeoman's work on Friday night. We're going to be back in just a few moments with our offensive players of the week. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars, coming to you live from Walk-Ons here in Trussville, Alabama. It's the Big Clay Coaches Show. We'll be right back.
Walk-Ons is just different. And it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block. Hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp. Hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys. And hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings and our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day. The Walk-Ons way.
Creative Entertainment is a full entertainment company providing DJs, photo booths, live bands, 360 booths, cold spark, special effects, and so much more. We are so honored to be partnered with Clay Chalkville High School as their entertainment sponsor for this year. We would love to be a part of your next event, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, private party, you name it. Our information's here below. Please click the website or give us a call. We look forward to being a part of your next event.
When you're blessed with a God-given talent, by golly gee willikers, you use it. Introducing the new thick-style burgers from Milo's.
Everybody goes to Milo's.
And number 9, Jacarlos Hunter making quick work on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that's an SNS Cleaning touchdown for the fakes the throw, gets rid of it. Woods breaks the tackle. And he's going to have an S&S cleaning touchdown for the... And it is good. So Del Toro will add 3 for the Cougars. And this time, Kendall will get into the end zone. That's another S&S cleaning touchdown for the... All right, fans, we are back with the Big Clay Coaches Show live from Walk-Ons here in Trussville, Alabama. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars. And to my left, a table full of offense. I have, to my immediate left, Aaron Osley. Right next to him, Kavion Kendall.
Xavion.
Xavion. Oh, see, I have to fire my secretary. Xavion Kendall. And, of course, what I call the bowling ball, Josh Woods. So, Xavion, I owe you one. Now, let's go into some of the stats for what they've got here. You had 12 carries, Aaron, 59 yards, 2 touchdowns, and you had 3 catches for 8 yards to go with that. Xavion, you had 7 carries, 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh, 3 carries, 36 yards, a touchdown, and 1 catch for 30 yards and a touchdown. Listen, I'm just saying, y'all got what I like to call good bad habits. Y'all like to get in the end zone. Y'all can all answer that at once. So I'm going to start with Aaron. And, you know, I've talked to you before, and, you know, I see Ed's doing big things, your big brother. So that's awesome to see. I want to make sure we give him a shout-out. Once a Cougar, always a Cougar, Big Clay family. So, you know, using your vision to find the gaps in the defense, how do you do that? Now, I've watched you since middle school, and you were one of the most patient runners I've ever seen. What is that like back there?
You know, mostly, like I said, you know, just being a running back, just playing running back for a long time, that comes with just being disciplined and just knowing how to read blocks, knowing how to read linebackers, like each and every run. So just being a running back and just knowing the hole that you have, knowing how to hit the gap, and knowing how to just read linebackers. I think that's mostly the big part that plays being a running back.
Okay. Now, somebody here has a nickname, Duck. Don't worry about it. It's all good, man. We the Big Clay family. And, you know, young guys coming up, your minutes, getting that. How's that helping you get ready for, you know, that next level? You know, because as these guys graduate, you know, next man up.
Well, when I don't get in, I just get the mental reps in on the sideline. That's all that counts for real. You got to pay attention to who's in front of you and just follow behind them.
So, you know, obviously you guys, you get a lot of going against the defense, going against that number one defense. How does that work? How does that feel in practice?
They help me get prepared for, like, things. If I get in, like, a big game and one don't go down, like I'm next up behind them, they just get me prepared what I'm going against.
That's good. How did that feel getting into the end zone Friday night?
Feel good.
Yeah, I can tell. I saw that smile all the way from the press box. I can tell you. I'm happy for you. I was thrilled to death. And now my bowling ball, Mr. Woods. You're running over some folks. I like to use the word truck. So what's your mentality going in there when you get it going, and we like call downhill running? What's your mindset?
My mindset is just trying to get yards, trying to help the team. That's all, really.
Yeah, for a minute there, I almost shot at Superman because you had about 4 or 5 people on your back, and then you were still going. When a defender comes to you and you know that they're coming, what's your mindset? To stiff arm, or just, hey, you want some, come get some?
To be honest, I just really have a clear mind. I don't even know what I'm gonna do myself. It just happens.
You're just in the zone. I like that. So I'm gonna work my way back from you, Mr. Woods, back this way. Who is your pro football influence?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jahmyr Gibbs.
What do you like about him?
That he's patient and he reads his blocks and kind of a speedster too.
Now, so what's it like with Coach Dickerson?
Man, he's really chill and cool. One of the chillest coaches that I ever been coached. So yeah, he's a cool person.
All right. Now, Doug, tell me, who's your favorite NFL influence? Who's your NFL influence?
I don't have one. I just watch it. I watch my position.
Just kind of pick up some of the keys and watch what they do to add it to your game?
Yes, sir.
That's good. So, Mr. Osley, got an NFL influence that you have a favorite?
Yes, sir. I'll say probably Christian McCaffrey. Just being him, I think he's just been very disciplined. Going on through college, playing, just going through the NFL. That's mostly the person who I really try to study my game on, try to improve my game on. I just watches him and things he do, and just in NFL practices, in the game. I just like how he just plays himself just as a great running back.
Yeah, he's really like that. He does everything, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And that's because I know you were catching some of those flare routes and those quick outs out of the backfield. So that's exactly what he does. So if you're going to look at somebody, why not look at Christian McCaffrey? Well, fans, we got I was kind of thinking of Greek mythology, and I thought about these 3 guys, in rotation in the backfield, and I thought about the proverbial 3-headed monster, and we are blessed to have these 3 young men in our backfield. So let's give them a big round of applause. They are awesome doing what they do. And we're going to take a quick break. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars, coming to you live from Walk-Ons here in Trussville, Alabama. This is the Big Clay Coaches Show. We'll be right back.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Meet Joy Johnson with Town Square Realty, your ultimate guide to real estate success. When selling or purchasing a home, using a trusted realtor matters. With experience and a passion for helping clients, Joy delivers personalized service tailored just for you. As a realtor, she'll be there to help navigate every step of the process. From market insights to negotiation skills, Joy Johnson ensures you get the best value for your property. You'll benefit from the expert help she provides. Ready to start your real estate journey? Let's make it happen together. Call Joy Johnson today and turn your real estate dreams into reality. Joy Johnson, putting the joy in real estate and making real estate dreams come true.
Hey everybody, I am Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars, here with head coach Stuart Floyd and Landon Maynard of Walk-On Sports Bistro here in Trussville, Alabama. We want to announce something super exciting. I'm going to turn it over to Coach Floyd to let you know exactly what that is.
Yeah, we want to announce our brand new coaches show that will be filmed every Tuesday night live here at Walk-Ons in Trussville.
And we're going to be discussing the game, the players, exciting plays, and the season outlook and the goings-on in 6A R6 and all the happenings of your defending state champion Clay Chalkville Cougars.
Us here at Walk-Ons Trussville, very excited about this coaching show and being a part of the Clay team. So we want to offer a 15% off discount on food to all of Cougar Nation. Just make sure to wear your Cougar colors. Tell the server about you supporting Clay, and we'll be sure to give you that discount.
Yeah, so come join us every Tuesday night for the Big Clay Coaches Show, live here at Walk-Ons in Trussville. And as always, go Cougar!
You're blessed with a God-given talent. By golly gee willikers, you use it. Introducing the new thick-style burgers from Milo's.
Everybody goes to Milo's.
Game day at Walk-Ons is just different. And it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block. Hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp. Hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys. And hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings and our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day. The Walk-Ons way.
Creative Entertainment is a full entertainment company providing DJs, photo booths, live bands, 360 booths, cold spark, special effects, and so much more. We are so honored to be partnered with Clay Chalkville High School as their entertainment sponsor for this year. We would love to be a part of your next event, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, private party, you name it. Our information's here below. Please click the website or give us a call. We look forward to being a part of your next.
All right, we are back live from Walk-Ons here in Trussville, Alabama. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars. You are watching the Big Clay Coaches Show. Make sure you hit that like button, ring that bell. We are so glad that you are a part of the Big Clay family. And we also want to give a big up to our audience out there for supporting us. So give yourselves a round of applause. Want to make sure that the fans out there know that you're out here. It is a little nippy, and you're still here, so I appreciate that. I have with me here tonight somebody that's very special, Alec Lambert, a Fellowship of Christian Athletes. This is a great organization. I'm familiar with them, but Alec, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you tell the fans and our family out there what the Fellowship is all about.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been around since 1954. It's about 70 years this year. We're actually in 116 countries worldwide. Our main base is in America, but a large part of what I do and why I do what I do is for the students and for the coaches. Floyd can attest to this, but I don't take Jesus lightly. I don't sugarcoat anything, but my biggest desire for these guys is to be discipled, to see my passion for them and for the Lord, but then for them to turn around and have that for themselves. And that is a worldwide thing that we try to accomplish.
Yeah, and Alec, you and I were just talking a second ago, and I just mentioned some of the circles and some of the people I knew that were involved with FCA before. And one of the things that I had mentioned to you that oftentimes you hear about athletes when they talk about the next level, they're talking about either college or professional, but we're really talking about the next level, aren't we?
Right. Yeah.
So, how do you bring those resources to CCHS?
Yes, I mean, something that Stuart has given me a great opportunity to. So last semester, he was leading a Bible study every Friday morning in the fall with the guys. He handed that over to me. And so every Friday morning, I have 30 minutes with the football team and with the coaches. So this semester, we've been walking through chapter by chapter the book of John. But also outside of that, I'm going to practice at least twice a week, just talking to players, talking to coaches, getting there before, staying after, and just doing the best I can to create those relationships, doing the best I can to, insert pieces of wisdom like when they're asked for. So.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of positive things, and there's been a lot of positive responses. So I for one, on behalf of the Big Clay family, want to thank you for your efforts towards that. And what does FCA offer to the coaches? A lot of times, everybody thinks FCA, they think the student
Right,
athlete,
yeah.
but they don't think about the coaching.
Yeah. So I mean, well, at least right now, the two biggest things that come to mind, we have a resource called 360 Coach. I would still would love to have the opportunity to do that at Clay. But something that my desire is to do is to do this thing called 360 Coach. But it is a about 2-month-long, 6-week-long Bible study, and it just figures out what it looks like to glorify the Lord in coaching. But then outside of that, in Birmingham, but also throughout all of the U.S., we have this event called our marriage weekend. Preston Hatcher actually went to it this past time, but it is a full weekend for coaches and their wives, or coaches and their husbands if they're a female, and it gives them again an opportunity to figure out what it looks like to glorify the Lord in coaching. So that's just two of the biggest things that come to mind right now.
And tell me,
is that working?
I think it is.
I can hear it. So
okay, cool. Yeah, so, like I said, it's been one of those kind of weeks. Technology, you gotta love it, right?
Is what it is.
How did you find yourself involved with FCA?
How far back do you want me to go?
You have the floor.
So at least on staff. So I was an athlete in college. And was a student leader in college, and was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life afterwards. Felt like the Lord was calling me to ministry, and found out that there was a opening on staff in Birmingham, and emailed the director, and then moved here about a year later. It's been about a year and 8 months now. So.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Alec, we're glad to have you as a part of the Big Clay family. Fans, let's give it up for the great work that he is doing with our student athletes, and looking forward to getting involved with our coaches as well. Once again, this is Alec Lambert of Fellowship of Christian.
It's all good, man.
Oh, goodness gracious. What a night. We're glad you're here with us.
Thank you, Fred.
Live on the Big Clay Coaches Show. And we're going to be right back with our final segment in just a few moments. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars. We'll be right back.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Meet Joy Johnson with Town Square Realty, your ultimate guide to real estate success. When selling or purchasing a home, using a trusted realtor matters. With experience and a passion for helping clients, Joy delivers personalized service tailored just for you. As a realtor, she'll be there to help navigate every step of the process. From market insights to negotiation skills, Joy Johnson ensures you get the best value for your property. You'll benefit from the expert help she provides. Ready to start your real estate journey? Let's make it happen together. Call Joy Johnson today and turn your real estate dreams into reality. Joy Johnson, putting the joy in real estate and making real estate dreams come true.
Hey everybody, I am Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars, here with head coach Stuart Floyd and Landon Maynard of Walk On Sports Bistro here in Trussville, Alabama. We want to announce something super exciting. I'm going to turn it over to Coach Floyd to let you know exactly what that is.
Yeah, we want to announce our brand new coaches show that will be filmed every Tuesday night live here at Walk Ons in Trussville.
And we're going to be discussing the game, the players, exciting plays, and the season outlook and the goings-on in 6A R6 and all the happenings of your defending state champion Clay Chalkville Cougars.
Us here at Walk-Ons Trussville, very excited about this coaching show and being a part of the Clay team. So we want to offer a 15% off discount on food to all of Cougar Nation. Just make sure to wear your Cougar colors. Tell the server about you supporting Clay, and we'll be sure to give you that discount.
Yeah, so come join us every Tuesday night for the Big Clay Coaches Show live here at Walk-Ons in Trussville. And as always,
go Cougar!
When you're blessed with a God-given talent, by golly gee willikers, you use it. Introducing the new thick-style burgers from Milo's.
Everybody goes to Milo's.
Game day at Walk-Ons is just different. And it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. no shortcuts. We are hand cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block. Hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp. Hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys. And hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings in our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day. The walk-on's way.
Creative Entertainment is a full entertainment company providing DJs, photo booths, live bands, 360 booths, cold spark, special effects, and so much more. We are so honored to be partnered with Clay Chalkville High School as their entertainment sponsor for this year. We would love to be a part of your next event, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, private party, you name it. Our information's here below. Please click the website or give us a call. We look forward to being a part of your next event.
All right, fans, we are back in my favorite segment of the show.
Whoa, look at that.
I always be hungry. So you got a straight up steak.
Yeah.
You went traditional. What we got here?
Just the ribeye, green beans, mashed potatoes.
No, see, I got a Cajun press. Now this thing has, this is good stuff. This has got the shrimp in it.
Thank you.
Of course, I got the waffle fries.
I'm trying to eat better, Fred.
I'm eating just fine.
Walk-ons has caused me to gain about 20 pounds.
Well, then we're probably gonna gain 20 more by the time it's done. So
this steak will be good.
Ooh, hot. I've never had a sandwich like this. I've never had this, but it's definitely on my
wow.
It's definitely on my repeat menu. Man, I got to take another bite before we get going here.
That's a Cajun ribeye right there. That's special.
Man,
so good.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Well, Coach, because I know
we're going to have to hurry this one up.
We're on the clock.
Yeah, I gotta get into this.
Obviously, we've got we've got Oxford coming up.
Yep.
A very well coached, disciplined team. It is Oxford is not a mystery to anybody that's been paying attention to 6A football in Alabama. Wasn't that long ago they were wearing the crown.
Yeah.
And so when you see Oxford, what do you see? What are the key players for Oxford that we really need to be on the lookout for?
Well, I mean, for their offensively, I mean, they got, obviously really good quarterback, really good receiver. They actually got a couple good receivers, but number one seems to be a really, really good player. Both running backs are pretty good, and O-line does really well. So they're well put together offense. I've actually watched them several times this year offensively just because of the previous teams they've played and then we play. So, and schematically, I would say they're the most like us offensively of anybody we've played. We do a lot of the same things, and so that's good, for familiarity. Defensively, obviously, number 10, Britt, really, really good football player. He can disrupt a lot of plays, and they got, a couple linebackers, two of them are really, really good-looking kids, and got some good players in the secondary. So, I mean, it's, when you're playing for a region championship, you're playing a team that's a deep playoff team, they're going to be good on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I've actually got to see some film on Oxford myself, and you're right about Brett. He can get off the ball.
Yeah, he's very, very good.
He absolutely does. And speaking to your players about the importance of the game, obviously, it's all across the headlines, this was for the region title. So how do you translate that to the players that, hey, here's the first big step?
Yeah. That's one of our goals. Our first goal was to win all of our home games, and we've done that. And the second goal was to win the region. And so, it's right here in front of you. I would say last year in our region, this was probably the most competitive game region-wise, I guess, that we had. Sam does a really good job. They're very well coached on both sides. Beautiful stadium, beautiful indoor. you know, and you're playing for everything. So what else could you ask for?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'll be honest with you. You know, I like going to Oxford. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. You know, they got great fans, hospitable. You know, obviously they want to win, but you know, I'll say this: they do it with class. I will definitely say that about Oxford, much like many of our opponents. The preparation, you know, keeping everybody focused. You know, hey, the nerves down, if you will, because this is for some of these guys, this is the biggest game they've played in.
Yeah, I mean, I told somebody today when you travel to Thompson to play Thompson, that kind of takes everything else. Everything else is just not as big of a deal when you go and play a caliber team like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams there's some teams that have to play them, and then there's one or two that actually sign up to play them. And we're one of those teams, and so I think when you go out and you seek out playing the best, I think that lessens, you know, maybe the I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but just you kind of eliminate the bigness of the moment, I think. And, you know, when you play in a state championship game or semifinal games, you know, a lot of our kids have that experience. And so I don't think the moment of this game is going to be, you know, this isn't, you know, I told the kid, like, this isn't the Super Bowl for us because, you know, whether you win or lose, the goal is to make the playoffs. And so that's our biggest deal. We want to make the playoffs, and so don't make it bigger than it is, but don't, you know, not at the same time, don't make it lesser than it is at the same time. It's just the next game, you know, and we're playing for perfection is what we're striving for, and I think they're probably striving for that as well. You know, I saw, you know, their quarterback maybe a couple weeks ago said it was state championship or bust for them. And I think we think the same way for us. I mean, I think you just got two like-minded teams trying to achieve the same goal.
Yeah, that's really make for a really fun matchup. And the keys to victory. What do you see as those keys for the Cougars to come out ahead in this contest?
Yeah, I think, you know, defensively, obviously, number one, you got to stop the run. You got to stop the run. And then for him, you can't let him sit back and just kind of play 7-on-7. He'll pick you apart and kill you. So got to be very physical up front. Got to be able to get pressure, kind of change the picture for him, get him moving. You know, most quarterbacks are not as accurate when you get them moving and maybe off their reads a little bit quicker or sooner or later. And so, you know, defensively, we got to be really good. Can't let them extend drives. I think it's somebody's birthday apparently. And then offensively for us, we got to control the line of scrimmage, control the clock, keep the ball away from him. Because, you know, the more times you give them the ball, the better chances they have to score statistically. So we got to be able to, you know, get first downs, take care of the ball, don't turn it over, and then when we get on that plus side of the field, we got to produce points.
Well, Coach, you know, you're right. I mean, it's a big matchup. There's things that, you know, obviously taking care of TCB, taking care of business, and those little things, you know, the turnovers, the mental mistakes, you know, eliminating, if not minimizing them to the greatest extent possible. Well, fans, we want you to roll eastbound on I-20. We want to see you there Friday night in full force, supporting your Clay Chalkville Cougars as they take on the Oxford Yellow Jackets. This one is for the region title, both teams going in undefeated. So this is going to be a whale of a matchup. Fans, we want to thank you for being with us tonight here at Walk-Ons Live here at Trussville, Alabama. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of the Cougars. Make sure you hit that like button, ring that bell. As always, we want to wish you a great week. Good night to each and every one of you. God bless you, and go Cougars!
Walk-Ons is just different, and it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block. Hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp. Hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys. and hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings and our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the walk-on's way.
When you're blessed with a God-given talent, by golly gee willikers, you use it. Introduce